Good morning. It's vaccine day. I was very anxious last night. I think mostly because I'm doing the vaccination with my sister and she's giving me a lot of pressure, telling me like, hey, you don't be late lah. So I didn't get enough sleep and there's like a breakout. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this quick update after lunch. So I've got my appointment is at 11, and then the ding dong registration moving from point 1 to point 2 to point 3 and then to your suntikan station suntikan. I got my jab at about 12, so it's just a 1 hour kind of thing. So I got my jab at 12 and then the resting period of 15 minutes just to monitor if anything is wrong, which in that 15 minutes honestly I don't feel anything at all. Even after the 15 minutes I still don't feel anything at all, and then we went to have lunch in the park. So it's now 3 o'clock, so I finished my lunch at about 2:30ish. Yeah, at about 2:30ish, and I'm still not feeling anything at all. There's no like headache, nothing, and there's no whatever signs and symptoms and whatsoever. But I do feel a little bit of the tangan akan rasa lenguh sikit. Yes, I do feel a little bit of that, but it's really minor. Like if I don't do anything, if I just like sit down and like rest and like don't do anything, I probably won't notice it and won't feel anything. And for now I'm feeling okay-ish, but I will still update like whatever that's happening in this vlog. So for these 2 days I'm just gonna like, you guys are just gonna go through the entire 2 days with me, and I will just tell you guys if there's anything that I'm feeling not okay. But for now I want to talk about what I went through just now. I mean, there are a lot of rules and all that that's like stick on the wall, they stick on the wall, which is great I think, but because it gives you a clear idea of what's happening and what's going on. But for auntie and uncles, maybe those of who don't read and you know that they would feel a little bit lost, because one thing, the place is really big. So I got my jab in PPUM and it's really huge, the building. Like for first timers, if you've never been to PPUM, you will feel a little bit lost, like from your parking and then going to your jab, the level that you take your jab at level 13. So you will feel a little bit lost. So my advice is to be there slightly earlier, but just don't go too early and have the cluster and everything there. So just make sure you have a grace period of like 30 minutes before your appointment time. So my appointment time is at 11, so I would say like, you know, reach there at about 10:30. But when I say reach there at about 10:30, I'm referring to reaching the level 13 at 10:30. So you have to give in another grace period of finding your way to level 13 and finding your way from car park and where's the entrance to the car park and that kind of thing. So put in another 20 minutes for that because it's a huge place, right? Unless you know very well the area, because I think some of the vaccination center is like like for example Bukit Jalil, it's the stadium itself, so it can be quite confusing for people who has not been there, like which actually is the right way to turn, where into which car park and where do you park, etc. and that kind of stuff. And then advice number 2, if it is the first time you are going to all this vaccination center, remember where you park and all that, so that you know you don't kanchong and like reach there and got your jab ready, then like, oh shit, where did I park my car? Okay, so those are the very basic things that you will just maybe like slip off your mind. And then also of course your safety, your mask and whatnot, but most importantly is let's help make things easy for the frontliners to help us. Even the volunteers are doing amazing. So from what I see, they are doing a fantastic job. So big claps to all the frontliners. It's dinner time and no vegetables. I'm just too lazy to make any food, so takeout it is. And I believe, looking at this, I recognize this. I think this is Chee. And this should be also Wonton meat. I think this is the dry version of Wonton meat, so-called Hong Kong style with the shrimp powder. And then this will be your soup Wonton meat. And the black stuff over here, this is the century egg inside the shrimp wonton. This will be your pork and shrimp wonton. Yeah, soup Wonton meat, for some reason, must have this pickled chili. So, bon appetit! Let's eat!
to blame me. From miles away I can tell that something's off. The way you look and how you pause when you talk, I think I said enough. You